Okay, example 5.3 to point 2 is asking about what is the probability that a random sample of size 10 from the population will have a mean greater than 190. The first job you have to do in here is figure it out what is the variable you are interested in. So in here, that is a large human population. Cranial length was measured in here, right? So the variable x is cranial length. From the contents, if you read your chapter 5, you already know if that the variable x follow the normal distribution with mean and standard deviation, then the sample mean follows the normal distribution, and then the mean of the x bar is same with the population mean, and the standard deviation of the x bar is the population standard deviation over square root of sample size. That is kind of true that someone already set up, someone already found that. So we just use that one for convenience. So in here, x follows the approximately normal distribution. The sample mean is 185.6, and standard deviation of the population is 12.7. So using that true, we can use x bar sample mean follows normal distribution, and standard deviation of the sample mean should be follow the same with the population mean. So it's 185.6, and standard deviation is population standard deviation divided by square root of the sample. Sample size is 10 in the question, so I use 10 in here. That will approximately 4.01, 4.02. So the question is probability that any the mean of the random sample of size 10 is greater than 190. Okay, if we just look at this kind of question from the normal distribution graph, actually this one is the population, the variable. That variable follow the approximately normal distribution. Mean is 185.6 and the standard deviation 12.7. So after that, if that population is normally distributed, then a sample from that population and the sample mean should follow normal distribution, and the mean of the sample mean is same with the population mean, 185.6, and the standard deviation of the x bar, the sample mean should follow 12.7 divided by square root of the n, that 10 is 4.02. Now the other way to find the after that, the way of the of finding the probability is the same we exercise for chapter 4. So after that, we have to find the standard normal distribution for that. That is same in here, x bar minus real mean of the x bar over square standard deviation of the population over square root of n. That will goes just this is z standard normal distribution, and then we just put that same number in here, the 190, the actual number we found, minus the population mean over standard deviation of the sample mean, which has z the same. We just put that z in here, and 4.4 over 4.02. So the z score is 1.1. So if we use the z table, z graph, that one is 1.1. So from the table D, we use D, the standard normal distribution table. You can find number actually here 0.8643. That is a probability until 1.1, z score 1.1. So using that, we have to get that number from like 1 minus 0.8643. That one is 13.57%. So after this, I mean, that is what we want to obtain. So we just 1 minus this area from the table. That will give you the answer 0.1357.